industry, it opened my eyes a long time ago, many years ago, about, yeah, that's really how people be getting down. That's like legit. That's how the propositions be getting handed out. Like they'll tell you, they'll put you in a situation where you have to choose whether you want to go back and stay being broke, or accepting some type of propositional date. Like, I'll give you an example. I'm gonna give you a real life 100% example of this shit. And like I said, what I'm talking about is how the industry goes. I'm talking about how the music industry goes, and like me being an artist, someone who sang and tried to do the whole shit, whatever, right? And I could talk about it. Like, you go to the meetings and they get you loosened up. You have a drink, whatever the case may be. Like, firsthand, you always want to be about your business, right? So be careful about what you're drinking and so forth, right? But so how it was presented was, and I'll use Clyde Davis. I don't give a fuck Clyde Davis. It was like, yo, so Clyde Davis wanted to take a young man, that an artist, a rapper from Mobile, Alabama, right? This is a story. The A&R is telling me this story, right? The dude is in control, possibly changing my life, or whatever the case may be, right? And it was another artist. We was there together, me and another artist. So I'm not even gonna bring them up. That's up to them to talk about them being there, whatever, right? So the story was, yo, Clyde Davis wanted to take a young man on a date, and he tried to make it light, like saying, like, you know, he wanted to take him out to dinner and get to know him as an artist and what her aspirations was, whoop de woo. And then, like, I guess at the end of the night, what was supposed to happen was the young man, the artist, whatever, was supposed to, I guess, go home with Clyde Davis, like on some, like, yo, I took you out to dinner type shit. Like, yo, this was actually a date. I was like, and they were, and how it was set up was, it was like, well, he had a choice to make. Like, he could have, continued the date with Clyde Davis, which we all know who Clyde Davis, a big name, a gatekeeper, whatever the case may be, in the music industry and entertainment, whatever. So I guess it's a date, whatever. So anyway, or you could go back home to Alabama, whatever. So I guess the dude chose no, which, good for him, right? And he ended up, and I guess, well, this is a story he's being told to me. So I don't know if this shit even real people, but the scenario is supposed to be, well, you can either do it like that or go back to doing what you doing. And then, well, of course, when I said no, I'm telling y'all, I wouldn't be, like, I'm telling you straight up. Obviously, I'm sitting here talking to y'all ass, you know what I mean? So, I was like, no, whatever. And then all of a sudden, instead of, like, I guess the whole advancement talks and money and stuff like that, now it was more or less like presented like, oh, so you're not gonna do that? Boom. So this is how much this is gonna cost for you to get started. This how much gonna get cost. And it's like running up these big ass numbers on stuff that he know damn well artists that you invited there for that meeting didn't have the money for that shit. So why would you then, now, like, we're fucking like 19, 20, 21, whatever, right? So we're young kids, right? So, like, why would you present something that is like not happening? So whatever. Long story short, yo, when I say all that to say, the shit that you hear about these people and what they be doing, like, you gotta have an open eye to it, because this ain't like the first. That obviously that wasn't the first type of thing, and on the, what I mean, as far as these types of presentations go, and you got a lot of young kids, young boys out here, young girls, who may not say no. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know that situation. I don't know. I can't judge, whatever. But you got a lot of young kids that, like, will take that situation and go to different direction, and then you end up seeing what you see in the future. You know what I mean? So that's why I always ask people, what do you think about it, man? What do you think about the whole Diddy thing? What do you think about um, these situations going on and stuff like that, man? Shouts out to everybody that's been coming through, man. Yeah, yeah, hell yeah, yeah. I'm disappointed too.